Retake this. Alright.
Enemy chopper, stay down. Returning fire.
I mean, I'm still a bit miffed by the fact that it feels like the story is completely unfinished.
Let me see what you're up against.
Contact! Enemy contact!
Shot one of them. Engaging.
There's nothing going on.
Yeah, it just seems a bit weird, doesn't it? The fact you can roll these means that they are the shittest designed tank vehicle ever. Won't mind, but I was just turning around the corner. Yeah, just I mean, I'm assuming maybe if I collect the clues that'll unlock certain things, so I'm gonna do that. Live and hope.
It's gonna blow any second. Bail out. Say goodnight.
Can't get out.
Got a hostile.
Well, you know.
Okay, hostiles alerted. Target there. Got one.
What is that? Like, you're not allowed to use the tank too long, otherwise it's just gonna roll and like shoot itself. I had very little to complain about this game, to be honest with you. I've had a few things. To be honest, I've complained about a few things. But if this story hasn't ended, that it's like, I don't know, you want to hear the end of the story, gotta buy the DLC, then I will be writing to Ubisoft a very harshly worded letter. That death wasn't their fault, it's mine. My incompetence.
On your toes. We got hostiles nearby. Show off. All clear, boss. Wake up. Hostiles in the area. Target area clear. Hostiles hit.
Back to Erewhon, ask him about the homesteaders.
Nomad. I was hoping you'd come back.
Of course you did. That's because I'm the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I'd rather be.
You think this was how things were going to go when Sentinel came here?
Lucky you found this place.
Rowan Brown knew about this place for a while. We figured sacred ground always makes good sanctuary.
It's pretty damp, though.
It's still a work in progress, all right? We've managed to stay under the radar so far. With all of you, our people, a bunch of Skeltech employees. I don't think you've got room to complain.
Hey, I'm not complaining. This place is great. You take care of your people like a good NCO.
They're their own people. We've no leaders here. Even so, I guess most people do look to me.
Probably what Uncle Sam saw in you, I'd bet. Where'd you serve?
26 Expeditionary. I was infantry in Liberia and the Balkans. UN support off the Somali coast.
The NCO pension didn't suit you?
I got tired of fighting over oil. So when the good old US of A stopped pretending we had any other purpose, so did I. Served out the rest of my enlistment and decided to stay.
If I was you, I would have left the island when Skeltech moved in.
Skell wasn't so bad at the start.
Until he made killer drones and turned the island into an exclusion zone.
Obviously.
Yeah, technology can be a pain in the ass.
Yep.
You said Maria's your old lady?
I'd jump into fire for that woman.
You met here on Auroa?
She moved here as a child. She was about 20 when we got together. Some people find me prickly, if you can believe that. But she saw right through me. I've been searching my whole life for someone like her. She's as responsible for our success as Rowan and me.
You heard what happened?
I liked Fox. His girl's going to need caring for.
Maybe you can check in on Jace.
I think Erewhon seems to have done him some good. Any man who keeps his head after losing a friend like that deserves a chance.
Too bad about Fox.
I had my doubts about him at first. I wondered how Fox could have had a kid with as much spirit as Harmony. Just figured it must have been her mother.
Till Valhalla.
Fox may not have had any of your skill, but he stood up for what he cared about.
That's all a person can hope to do. Weird having the woman from all those propaganda videos walking around.
I don't trust her.
Stuck between Sentinel and a hard place, she chose her people over profit.
And what does she really do? Send a few videos?
You make it sound easy.
If she could end all this by handing any of us over to Stone, what choice do you think she'd make? 'Cause me? I don't know.
I'm
She'd
sorry
sell you
for
out.
those folks who died trying to make it to the Wasp.
Appreciate you saying so, I guess. I ain't left Auroa since I decided to stay. Most of us that were homesteading here, we made a point of cutting ourselves off from everything.
Small price to pay for paradise.
Once. But now we can't leave.
So you pay a higher price to take it back.
Maybe. But these people aren't warriors. Whatever survived, I get the feeling it wouldn't be the same. Auroa'd be ruined. Just another place where people died.
A lot of new faces around.
Yours included.
It's good of you. Sharing your food, patching us up, and, giving us a place to rest. I know it must be a strain.
Something on your mind?
I'm wondering... how long is this place gonna be a secret?
You think I haven't thought of that? Or what happens if one of these victims turns out to be a Sentinel soldier? I owe my people. I know that. I'll do whatever I have to protect them, first, last, and only if it comes to that.
I get it. But first you have to survive. How come you mentioned the outcast before?
Outcasts. They're just disgruntled Skeltech folks, having an attack of conscience. They mostly just make noise, loud protests and theatrics.
Haven't you got an enemy in common?
Whatever Skell does to the rest of the world's got nothing to do with us. And if the outcasts have something they want to atone for, that's their business. We were here before all of them, and we'll be here after.
Looks like the outcasts are just stupid protest kids with too much high explosive.
What are you talking about?
They never meant to kill anyone.
Is that supposed to be an excuse?
They're trying to make up for what they've done.
Good for them. But there's still plenty of hell to pay before they break even in my book.
They've got people everywhere. You've got people here. We need them. They'll get better.
I hope so.
It'd be a pretty island, without all the military contractors and killer drones.
Used to be. I'd get some leave and just walk. I'd spend whole weeks just walking around with a pack on my shoulder.
Yeah, I'm probably getting my share of sightseeing.
These islands have changed hands so much, it's like a time capsule. I keep telling myself, one day, I'll get back out there, just see it all again before I'm too old to make the trip. Then again, who knows how far I'd get now.
I just came from an abandoned mining town.
Oh yeah. Around 1870, explorers from New Zealand found a gold vein inside the mountains, and Auroa had a little gold rush.
Nothing left?
That mine barely lasted 50 years.
Why didn't any of you take over the town?
Some of the younger guys like poking around there. You can always find something. But those buildings are all rotted through. No one in his right mind would live there.
You homesteaders must hate Skeltech's automated farms.
I'm sure some of us would jump at the idea, so long as it meant they were still off-grid.
Come on, seriously? I thought you guys were about living off the earth, being one with nature and all that stuff.
Where'd you get that hippie crap? People got different reasons for being here, Nomad.
And what are yours?
They're mine, is what they are.
So what happened here?
What didn't happen? Skeltech. It's utopia. This place was paradise before they showed up with their toys.
Come on, digging in the dirt, worrying if you're gonna have a good crop, weathering hurricanes without any infrastructure, that's paradise?
It was ours. It meant something. These people came here and brought the devil with them.
People always bring the devil with them.
Those people out there, they brought a few extra and they can have them. We're gonna weather the storm here.
So you've got your people, but screw the rest of them.
I got enough people to think about.
Is living in a cave your idea of homesteading?
With Sentinel stomping through the wild, we needed someplace off-grid. Wasn't always like this, you know. Used to be better.
Yeah?
Sure. Even with skill and everything. Won't say it was like we were swapping recipes and PTA carpooling, but we got along. There was respect. Things took a turn after the bombing, though.
Got bad, huh?
Started with the curfews and checkpoints. Sentinel soldiers beating people, snatching them up. It's like some kind of nightmare. We had to run. We ain't cut out to fight a war.
And the tighter Sentinel's grip got, the worse it got.
We're simple people. But we're living like vermin, and these soldiers are hunting us down. We hide here, and we make the best of it.
I've seen this before. Too many times.
I'm sure you have.
Between Stone Walker and Paula Madeira, Jace Skell doesn't seem that good at keeping friends.
Nope.
I guess a rich guy like that, a big tech boss, everybody must be wanting something from him.
Maybe. But if folks keep turning on you, sooner or later you gotta ask yourself what part you played.
Nah, he got used.
Dr. Madeira seems to feel like she's the one got used.
She's an engineer, so she's not a doctor.
Does that mean she's wrong?
I guess not. You heard. Jace Skell's been bleeding cash trying to cure the disease that Paula's husband's got.
I don't get why that's a big deal.
Nobody's tried to cure it before because not enough people have it. Jace could spend millions on a cure and never see a profit.
Well, I guess he never did seem like a money-grubbing Scrooge.
I'll tell you, AI is running too much out there.
When people started putting it all over their homes, that Internet of Things crap, that's when all doubt about homesteading left my mind.
We're only 2 steps away from letting AI make all the big decisions.
Who do you think is making all them micro trades that move the stock market up and down? Who do you think decides if you get that home loan? Who analyzes all the population data that decides government policy?
You've thought about...
Maybe you should think about it more. How much AI are you carrying onto the battlefield?
I don't get it. What is this World Seed Vaults thing? Sounds like a bad theme for a state fair.
Just one more thing Skell does to show the world how amazing he is. You know it's ridiculous. He saves all these seeds like it's some kind of Noah's Ark, but he's the one destroying the environment.
Keep seeds. For what?
It's a gene bank, in case some crisis wipes out a species. But it's his technology that's wreaking havoc on the local plant life. He's gonna create the crisis.
Figures.
That man's a real piece of work.
I don't get how the drones aren't seeing you here.
Well, that's all Jericho. Set up special nets at the openings that hide us from the sensors. Cave walls, take care of the rest. She's a little smarter than I am, so I'll let you ask her if you need more technical details.
Yeah, thanks. You don't look like Skeltech employees.
No. I used to be a Marine at the naval station here. Some of the folks you see, like Maria, my old lady, they lived on the station with their families. When the Navy shut the place down in the 90s, a few of us stayed and homesteaded. We worked a long time to make a place for ourselves on Auroa.
And now you're in Sentinel's way.
Most of my people are holing up here for now. I ain't been home in a dog's age, but I'll stand by any man or woman in green. You soldiers can stay as long as you don't cause trouble. And you lend a hand.
We appreciate it. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.